Well now, after watching the first Star Wars movie in the lineup set out for me, I can say this franchise has really grabbed me. Though there are things I dislike, more on that later. But I have to say the things I love heavily outweigh the things I don't like. I love the setting, I love the universe it sets up. Even though some of the creatures are somewhat silly, the story setup is also really well done. I step into this knowing literally nothing and going in blind. I was able to follow it easily with a few questions, but I'm sure those will be answered along the franchise. Like, why is Stormtrooper armor so useless? Why do blaster hits leave no marks, but when they hit troopers, they die? Why is Darth Vader so awesome? And what's his backstory? How do lightsabers work? I absolutely love the little extras the movie does with humor. Like this stormtrooper hitting his head with a little sound effect and leaving it in. I love the R2-D2 scream. This interaction with Han is also awesome. Another thing I like is how they establish that Luke is a fish out of water. He gets explained a lot of the world's technicalities that we as the viewer learn through him. So great on that. The way the story plays with scales rising and us having to take in a lot, it's good that we have a character that knows just as little as us, so they can naturally feed information staggeringly like what is the Empire? Why are you fighting the Empire? Who is in control here? Seeing all these different ships, people, watching the teacher pick up his pupil, they really feed the information fast enough for you to keep following it all the way through. Just seeing how they set up all these characters in a dynamic world where you have things like mob bosses, all these alien species, the cantina, which I think is great and this music is awesome, different aircraft and weapons for each side, how somewhat impossible the fight may seem from an outsider's perspective, knowing that the goal is established so early on in the movie, but the story works around getting to that goal in the end, which is blowing up the Death Star. The introduction to it, the showcase of what it can do to establish it really is a force to be reckoned with, the scale of this thing, and eventually, the destruction. Holy shit! Seeing the ships and the scale of everything is so impressive, especially considering when this movie was made. But there's some stuff I don't like. For example, why is the shot of Han Solo with Greedo so weird? Why is the CGI so awful sometimes, but at other times it looks good? Not great, but good. I get it, it's early CG, but my god. Well, why would you make the movie look worse? But when it comes to the story and character building, I can't say I found any of it jarring at all. There's not a single character I actively dislike or feel bad towards. The mystery behind Vader, the cockiness of Han, the elegance and no-nonsense of Leia, Luke's fast adaptability and charm, Chewbacca's aura of threat yet being nice. Aww. C-3PO's cowardice yet loyal nature, Jabba that reminds me of the spider in Destiny 2, and my favorite, R2-D2's sass.
R2-D2, Your Highness.
Probably an unpopular opinion, but R2-D2 is my favorite character so far, followed closely by Han, Vader, and Luke. You can definitely consider me a Star Wars fan. Now, knowing what they went through in this movie, I can't wait to see what Episode 5 holds in store for us. So tune in to the next watch session on my Discord, link in the description and top comment, or see you all the next time we continue our journey into a galaxy far, far away here on YouTube. See you all next time.